We live in the same world.
Before we start the video, you guys are fine when I switch from English to Arabic, right? Where you fall. When I switch, are you fine? Because I'm used to switch. طيب بص قبل ما هبدأ هقول لكم the context of the video before we start watching. This is in the era of the early Christianity. Christ was almost 30, was just walking in and starting يا دوبك his ministry. So he's choosing his disciples. ماشي؟ Amongst them واحد اسمه Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew. اللي هو القديس Matthew. Do you know what he was doing before Christ was called? He was a tax collector. كان بيجمع taxes. So politically, Israel or the people of Jews were occupied or like يعني invaded وبعدين occupied by the Roman Empire. Fine. So the Roman Empire was trying to get rich and rich and rich. So what they would want to get taxes from people. The Romans speak Latin or Roman at that time. Jews speak what? Hebrew. They need someone to communicate between them, like someone from the Jews who knows the ins and the guts of the Jewish community to make it easier for the Roman Empire to get the money. So who was doing that? Matthew. Okay. So let's assume now, احنا كلنا هو Copts, Egyptians, and we got invaded by, I'm not going to say the US, let's say like let's prototype a country like a Russian. Okay, we're invaded and occupied by the Russians. Okay, so the Russians came in and asked one of us to spy on our incomes to make sure that I know what your incomes are because I know you more. Russians do not know you. And then I'm gonna tell the Russians authorities Bishoy makes $100,000. He owes you guys like 30,000. What are gonna look at me? What do you think about me? I'm gonna be what? Give me one title. A spy or tax collector. Do you think you can like me? Like, do you think, Mason, can we be friends, me and you, at any point? If that's my daily job? No. Type. If you think something might happen to improve the state of us, as in socially, politically, do you think I can cross your mind at any point if I'm doing that? If I'm a tax collector and I'm a spy, and you guys think you want to enrich, you want to get salvated, you want to kick off that invasion or occupation, do you think I can be part of that, logically speaking? No. Never, because I'm a betrayer, I'm a spy, and my only benefit would be what, just getting money out of you. Hey, type. Then context before we watch the video. Christ is walking, he started to get some disciples. كان معاه Peter at that point وأندرو أخوه وanother Peter, and he started to build his own small church. وهو ماشي شاف Matthew, before he is a tax collector, he witnessed a miracle that Christ did with Peter, like the fish, the fishing miracle, you know it? لما Peter ما كانش لاقي fishing, and then Christ قال له just go a little bit deeper, and he put the net. So Matthew saw it visually, okay? An extra level that I also want you to put it in mind, at that point, all the Jews were confused about the coming of Christ. يعني هم they're waiting for the Messiah. هم الجوز قاعدين, okay? حالتهم invaded politically, spiritually they're extremely down. The big eras of the good kings like David and Solomon, so they have no hope. Nothing. So they're deeply waiting for that Messiah. But because there was so much confusion, they couldn't figure out what exactly the Messiah is going to come and look like. Is he going to be like a political, like a king زي مثلا داوود, like David, حد يجي كده بالsword we kick off the Romans وخلاص? Is he going to be a priest? Is he going to be a prophet who does miracles? So the vision was blurred. That's why most of the Jews were not lucky enough to capture Christ, the Messiah, when he first came. ماشي؟ بس. So المسيح بيعدي مع التلاميذ بتوعه, his disciples, وعدوا على ماثيو واقف. كل الجوز جايين, انت عليك taxes كذا, وانت عليك taxes كذا. if you're late, you're gonna pay by interest. The Romans were like almost as close as we can think about as an actual state. بالtaxation, بالinfrastructure, بالcommunication, بالcommandments, بالarmy. At that time it was the biggest empire. خلاص؟ ماشي. بص بقى الديالوج اللي هيحصل.
Bro, Matthew. Besides, what else are you gonna do with a mind like yours?
أنا عايز أعلم ينفع؟
Yeah.
منين؟
Should be from the computer or it's from the YouTube video itself.
Raise the TV.
Is there a T remote?
Raise the TV.
الكمبيوتر على آخره.
Raise the TV.
تيجي منين؟
Remote.
Oh, sorry.
On top of the device.
أوكي. عشان حاسس الصوت على آخره ولا؟
لا.
كويس.
That's too much.
حاضر.
Like yours.
Matthew. Matthew, son of Alphaeus.
Yes.
Follow me.
Me?
Yes, you.
Who? What are you doing?
You want me to join you?
Keep moving, street creature.
Yeah.
I know this guy's done. Do you even know him?
Yes.
I said it. What are you doing? Where do you think you're going?
Guys, let me go.
You lost your mind?
You have money. Quintus protects you. No Jew lives as good as you. You're gonna throw it all away.
Yes.
You didn't get what I told you right.
But this is different. I'm not a tax collector.
Get used to different. I'm glad we passed by your booth today, Matthew.
Yes.
Shall we? We have a celebration to prepare for.
You will regret this, Matthew. What's the tablet for?
Grab it without thinking. Can you put it back? No, we'll keep it. You may yet find use for it. Where are we going?
Dinner party.
I'm not welcome at dinner parties. Well, that's not going to be a problem tonight. You're the host.
What do you think? Brainstorm, like, give me ideas about the video. Like, when you watched it, did you think about anything? What do you think? And it grabbed your attention, how special though?
This decision is sudden decision. Really have it. This is not happening.
Yes.
It doesn't seem rational.
يعني, give me more details.
Well, someone he has no idea who's calling.
No, I know. Good point. Sorry, it could be my bad. هو قبليها كان شافه بيعمل الملك.
I actually didn't pay attention. He did say
Yeah. Sorry. هو كان شافه بيعمل الميراكل. In the Jews community, it's a leap of faith. هم in the Jews community هم كلهم قاعدين مستنيين المسيا يجي. فاللي حصل إنه إيه? Because it's specific. The episode is like 3 hours. So this is just the part I was like clicked in my head. فهو شافه بيعمل الميراكل مع بيتر وأندرو. This is Peter, the one who was telling me, you know what are you doing? أو يعني حاجة زي كده. بس. So does that change what you thought?
Yeah.
Right, what do you think now about it?
He was just interested.
He was interested?
Yeah, he was interested. I mean,
Yeah, صح. What do you think?
God truly accepts anyone as long as they follow.
حلو. ايه تاني؟ Think deeper. يعني خد كده 1 second and think of each single sentence that was
The
said.
vision of people towards the tax collector.
بالظبط. He was rejected. بس Christ did not reject him. مين أول واحد اتضايق من التشوز بتاع المسيح ده؟
Is it Peter?
It was Peter. So Peter was telling Christ, are you aware what you're doing? تخيلوا. So what does that tell you? It tells you that sometimes the people might find rejection from inside of the church. It can happen. Sometimes it would happen. What I think also about, I think this guy is extremely smart and humble. يعني هو ايه؟ هو عارف لما حد بيقول لك he sees the chance, the chance, that knock on the door. I'm not praying. I'm praying it will happen to me one day. In one single knock. It's now or then. It's now or never. زي ما بيقول اسمه ايه ده فرانكي. مش كان فرانكي بيغني؟ I don't know who was it. I think it was Frank Sinatra. Now or never. It's either now or خلاص ده you lose that chance. هو ما فكرش. قال له yes. وتلاحظوا كمان when he called his name, it wasn't only his name, it was his father's name. يعني his name of Alphaeus. What does that tell you? Like he knows him by his father. It wasn't a coincidence. Like it was a plan from Christ. بصوا في حتة تانية عجبتني عايز أقول لكم عليها. بصوا الحتة دي لما بيتر بيقول له
No Jew lives as good as you. You're gonna throw it all away. No Jew lives as good as you.
Matthew, son of Alphaeus.
We live in the same world, man. We live in the same world, Matthew.
Next. Matthew. You.
What are you doing?
You want me to join?
Keep moving, street preacher. You have any idea what this guy's done? You even know him?
Yes.
yes didn't mean that yes. It was an answer. The answer for who? We had 2 questions. صح لو ركزتوا في الكليب بص. ماثيو بيقول له
Do you know what he's done?
ده بيتر بيقول له انت عارف ده مين؟ Peter, so from the side, Peter is asking Christ, do you know who's that? Like, are you aware what you're gonna do? وماثيو سأله انت متأكد اني talking to me? فChrist said what?
Yes.
To who?
The two.
To both. Both. So sometimes the word of God it can suit all situations and different situations and resolve everything, though it's one word. يعني هي اليس بتاعت بيتر سكتته. Yes, I know, مالكش دعوة. It's basically like a nice way of like, it's not your business. To Peter. And it's extremely acceptance to Matthew at the same time. Do you see? Right? So قال له yes, I know what I'm doing. Don't bother يعني. وقال ماثيو كمان قال له yes, it's you. طيب بصوا بقى الحتة دي كمان. Who do you think that guy is? The Roman guy اللي قال له بصوا الديالوج ده برضه.
We live in the same world, Matthew. Sure, do you have any idea what this guy's done? I said it. What are you doing? Where do you think you're going, guys? Let me go. You lost your mind? You have money. Quintus protects you. No Jew lives as good as you. You're gonna throw it all away. Yes.
ايه رايكم في الكويستشنز بتاعت الراجل ده؟ So this is like sort of like the Roman soldier who's protecting the tax food that technically belongs to the Roman Empire, the Roman government. قاعد يقول له انت يعني اتجننت عبيط. We protect you. no Jews live as good as you. I mean, financially, speaking financially, we protect you. وانت عندك كل الاثوريتي وعند يعني you're part of the strong kingdom. انت اتجننت في دماغك هتسيب كل ده وتمشي؟ Who do you think that would be? So if you got a call from God, let's say, exactly, it's the devil, Satan. If he sees God is calling on that one chance, يلا تعالى, I'm coming. ايه واحد يقول لك انت اتجننت تعبيط. هتسيب يا ابني البيزنس اللي عندك، هتسيب الحياه الحلوه او اليو اس دريم، وهتسيب الكوليدج ولا عشان تروح تصلي، ولا هتسيب الجيم ده. انت عارف الجيم ده NFL الفاينل ده احلى جيم في العالم. You out of your mind? Are you gonna leave all your possessions وهتسيب كل حاجه بتحبها just to follow that street preacher؟ هو قال له كده، قال له move on street preacher. هو كان بيطلع السيف and he wanted to kill him. The devil actually wanted to kill God. كذا مرة in the gospel it says the Jews wanted to kill him, but he managed before the crucifixion, but he managed to like flee from them. Right? ماشي، آخر حتة بقى هقول لكم برضه what do I think about it. الحتة دي برضه حلوة.
Therefore,
You will regret this, Matthew.
بصوا كمان بعد ما مشي يعني خلاص he took his decision راح قال لي you regret it. يعني he's in he gets in deep into the depressing.
what's the tablet for? Grab it without thinking. Take it back. No, keep it. You may yet find use for it.
هو كان معاه تابلت كده بيريكورد فيه التاكسز والارقام والحاجات دي. فبيتر is يعني throwing يعني sarcastic comment. جاب التابلت تعمل بيه ايه؟ قال له خلاص سوري هرجعه. بس what did Christ say?
No, keep it.
Why?
Because he's gonna raise his
بالظبط. قال له keep it we might find use for it. So what that means is that when God knocks on that door and asks you to join, you're not going to be just an extra number. Hopefully we can be doing something with our skills. And he was in a position, he had a certain talent, a certain skill, a certain يعني وزنه. هي وزنه يعني ايه بالانجلش في مثل الوزنات؟ skill or gift,
your
talents, gifts, something like that, something that God gave you to work on or to develop or to work with. Could be money, it could be smartness, it could be good speaking, it could be social smartness, أي حاجة that God gave you. Could be wealth, health, whatever God gave you. When you work with the field of God, he's going to use that he gave you in his way, in his glory. That gospel was an tablet was extremely important tool to, as you move into the scripture, you find that everything he sees, he was actually documented. بس بصوا بقى الحته الاخيره اللي في الاخر.
Where are we going?
Dinner party.
I'm not welcome at dinner parties. Well, that's not going to be a problem tonight. We're the host.
لو احنا قلنا ان هو he was rejected and despised by the Jews community. محدش it was a Sabbath, okay? فبعدين هنروح نعمل حفله فبقول له حفله nobody accepts me. I'm not gonna be welcome. I know myself. بيقول له ربنا ما تتعبش نفسك. I'll be rejected. شيل الحرج من عليك. It's not gonna work. قال له no, it will work because انت will be the host. That's how one question, one knock can change everything in your life. Instead of being rejected by people, you're actually the host of the event. You're the superstar on the stage. Like انت basically بتقول الناس تعالوا, you're welcome in my home, in my service, in my heart. I'll be giving instead of being rejected قبل كده والناس مش طايقينك. Now you are providing good to other people. That's
like so shall we like Samaritan woman.
بالظبط. After being rejected, the good thing about that clip is that it incarnated the actual, went down to the actual human level of the disciples. يعني I don't expect that these scenarios were off. Peter was a very hot, يعني very كده sort of عصبي يعني a little bit nervous and on the spot. Like he was on the spot, like always on the spot. Yeah.
Anger issues.
Yeah, sort of. Like he was that يعني واحد بيقول للكرايست انت عارف انت بتعمل ايه؟ لما في الاول قال له you're gonna deny me. قال له no, I'm not gonna deny. انا هروح معاك لحد القبر. I'll die for you. I'll die with you. قال لي يا عم in less than 1 hour you'll deny me 3 times and it happened. عارف اللي هو اللي بالعربي I don't know if you're gonna get it ولا لا بيفتح صدره عارف يعني حد يفتح يعني
I'll give you everything.
yeah I'll give you everything وفي الاخر طبعا he's St. Peter. I'm not saying anything but it will tell you that human nature is something that's been common between all of us and nothing changed but that knock on the door, that acceptance. So it was that short clip that I liked and I thought to share with you. So I'm hoping that each one of us will get that knock and that confirmation that Christ might use us in anything useful with the skill set that we have.
يعني نطبق الكلام ده على نفسنا.
يا ريت ما اعرفش نفسي.
ممكن احنا برضه نحس بصغر النفس يعني الواحد يحس ان هو little down او ان لا انا
ما ينفعش.
لكن ربنا بيبقى له يعني من محبته للكل he invite all and he accept all. فساعات بيبقى الواحد حاسس ان لا ما ينفعش لا زي ما كان الناس بتبقى حاسس يعني.
Yeah. Yes. It's a good example ان انت يعني هو اللي انا برضو بصلي له كتير اليومين دول ان انا ايه ابقى مصحصح with that knock because if that knock came and we lost it we're gonna be sorry. Like if that knock if that Mina son of غطاس او يعني مارينا son of دورة بابون او بشوي يلا and you were like
Son of me.
Son of somebody.
I don't know what's your last name. Me? عبد المسيح. بشوي son of عبد المسيح. يلا. And then you were like, I'm just finishing the game. أو مينا يلا. Son of غطاس. يلا. Just.
There's this one episode.
I'm writing that paper مثلا. I'm attending that class. We'll be in deep sorrow. That's the one. That's that
بس
series
انا
is.
عندي حاجه
إيه؟
لو انا مش قصدي ان انا ارفض اعتقد هيديني فرصه تانية يعني مش ان انا فاهمه واقول لا انا مش هاجي دلوقتي انا
Yeah. بس اللي انا بقوله ان انت لازم نتمرن بقى لازم نتمرن ان احنا نبقى بسهوله نسمع صوت ربنا ولما تيجي الفرصه do not think twice.
I was thinking the same thing. Like if you don't hear the
Elaborate
knock,
more معلش.
like if you don't hear the knock, so it's all situational. Like in life, you could be in a specific situation and God has given you an opportunity to serve Him, but because of the situation that you put yourself in, like on earth, you're not as attentive to what's actually happening. You're kind of distracted by the people that you surround yourself with, and the situation that you put yourself in.
Can you give me a more tangible explanation? More like يعني أنا I'll take it on my side. I'm living here and I saw the knock and I'm sure he's knocking and I couldn't take the step this time. Is that what you want to say?
No, someone who's not even aware
that
the
he's knocking.
opportunity. Yeah, like
Yeah,
in order to know that there's a knock, you have to be listening for a knock.
exactly.
What I'm talking about is what if there is one and you're not even aware? That's something.
The gospel says he is knocking every day.
Yeah,
that's what it says. But sometimes this is
I guess my question is because I did talk a lot.
No.
How do you pay attention? How do you listen for the knock?
I would practice. I don't know. I cannot answer your question because I'm still wishing and praying to get, but I'm praying for
I have to examine from the Bible. The left seat. اللص اليمين يعني كان في موقف ان هو على الصليب وشايف المسيح وشاف الكلام بتاعه وحس بان هو فعلا الله فلقى دي تشانس بالنسبه له فقال له اذكرني يا رب متى جئت في ملكوتك. الثاني كان نفس التشانس لكن هو ما كانش يعني لا ما بيقول له يعني قعد يقول له اذا كنت
يتريق
انت
عليه.
الله انزل من على الصليب وخلصنا. يعني هو مش التشانس موجوده فور بوث، بس في واحد حس انها هيز تشانس والتاني ما حسش. برضه في واحد اسمه فيليكس الوالي، كان بولس الرسول سان بول كان بيتكلم وياه وبيكلموا عن الدينونة وعن مجيء ربنا الثاني وعن الحساب وكده وعن حياة العفة والمفروض إن إحنا نعيش إزاي. فخاف، يقول لك ارتعد فيليكس الوالي. ولكن ده الخوف بتاعه ده إن هو خايف من الدينونة وبتاع ده، دي التشانس اللي بيديها له ربنا، البيل رينج اللي بيديها له كده علشان
ده
ده نوع. فهو ساعتها ايه ما خدش الاكشن at the same time. قال ايه؟ قال اذهب الان go now and when I have time I will ask you to come speak with me. يعني حينما ياتيني وقت استدعيك. خلاص راح الوقت، ما عادش الفرصه جت والنوكن جت، بس انا ما حطيتهاش في دماغي.
هو برضو انا you're fearing that the chance will come and you're not aware and then you'll be asked about it. Is that what your concern is?
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think if the chance comes, it will be easy to figure it out. It will be easy to see. Like I don't think God is.
ربنا ممكن يبقى بيدي كل واحد على حسب الطريقه اللي بيديها.
يعني هتبقى واضحة، ما تخافش. يعني أنا برضو بطمن نفسي معاك لأن أنا I have the same fear بصراحة. I've been feeling like that for the past 5 years. But when I get back to my father of confession, هو بيقول لي you were tailored in his hands. يعني he knows your ins and out. He's not gonna give you a chance that he thinks you're not gonna see it. If he gives you that knock, he'll make sure you're inside. The apartment is empty. Apartment is quiet. You're not doing anything, and you know he's not. It will be clear. So do not fear that he might come and is like, no, it's not gonna happen. He's like, Troy, I'm knocking. And you'll say, okay, got it. And then you'll take the action. It's exactly as an assignment. You got so much time, you got prepared, you got all the resources, you got the online stuff, and then you got the assignment or the test. I have your exact same fear. So when I refer back to my calls with my father of confession, he assures me that when it's the time to knock, it will be clear for me. It'd be different. ممكن انت يعني your faith might be much better. You don't need this like that.
Sometimes the knock can be a big action like a car accident.
Exactly.
And you are in the car with some friends. These friends died and you live. So what does this say to you?
You're using an example.
Wake up call. Yeah.
I give you a chance. I
Yes.
give you more time to come.
It's different. So if you're good enough, you're not gonna be like someone like me. It might be a slap on the face, like with a rugby or like the tennis. I've been knocking since 1990.
More than accident, what you have.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. ما تخافش يعني أنا كمان I have the same fear exactly, but that's what my father of confession told me, and I love him and I trust him, and I'm hopefully waiting to get that call. It will be clear, and we'll see. And again, like at the end, Matthew became Matthew, like a disciple, like a gospel writer, a preacher. He went to Jerusalem, India, Sudan, Ethiopia, Libya. He's been all over the places. Matthew went to Ethiopia. Yes, India. وراح هو في النص برضه وراح هو أكتر ركز في أفريقيا. Yes. هو مات في زمان. لا زمان اللي أنا قريته ممكن أبقى غلط يعني لو قلت حتى توضح لي، بس اللي أنا فاكره زمان إريتريا وأثيوبيا كانوا حتة واحدة، كانوا بيسموها جنوب أفريقيا وحاجة زي كده. فهي غالبا يا إريتريا يا أثيوبيا. ده اللي أنا قريته يعني. بس يعني الخلاصة إن هو لف and he preached a lot. بس from that knock. So that's what I wanted to share with you. That small clip. الauthor بتاع الepisodes دي اسمها The Chosen, if you heard about it. It's free online, has an application, and you also would like to listen to the author's story. How did he went from, I think he was working on porn movies or something like that in Hollywood. Either porn or like strip movies. I'm not sure, I can't remember. He was like extremely left, and then one day he sat with his wife and he was in tears. I don't know, like I can't remember on top of my head what the detail. His name is Dallas. And then he did that amazing series called The Chosen. It's seen for almost like 1.6 billion people all over the world. It's like 6 seasons.
I was gonna ask what movie that was.
It's a series.
Yeah.
So it has a free app. It's called The Chosen. Some of the episodes are free on YouTube, but the others are not. Let me show you how the application looks like. هي جميلة الصراحة. Yeah, sorry, 2 seasons, each season 6 episodes, not 6 seasons. Sorry. That شكل الapplication if you want to see The Chosen. You just go on the like the yeah.